Did you know that 90% of skin cancers are caused by inadequate exposure to sunlight? It is estimated that 75% of these skin cancers could be prevented with proper protection in childhood and adolescence. Sunlight has many benefits, but it also has its dangerous side. Knowledge of the benefits and risks should be used to educate with our example and convey the message to the children and adolescents around us. We must be informed about solar rays, especially the ultraviolet rays that penetrate the ozone layer and affect us. Ultraviolet rays represent a minimal proportion, approximately 0.1% of the total ultraviolet rays. Additionally, we have visible light at 39%, infrared rays at 56%, and then a small portion of microwave ray particles. Ultraviolet rays reach our skin by passing through glass and white clothing. They penetrate the epidermis and reach the dermis, where they stay and are responsible for immediate pigmentation. Furthermore, they are the cause of possible biological and oxidative damage. The ultraviolet rays that remain in the epidermis are the ones that induce delayed pigmentation. If sun exposure persists, pigmentation increases as a protective mechanism. It is at this point that genetic damage has already occurred, an alteration in DNA that causes mutations. Until now, it was believed that visible light rays were harmless, but it has been discovered that they can cause irregular pigmentation in the skin. Infrared rays, which provide heat, penetrate deeply and can cause toxic injuries. However, with moderate exposure, they have anti-inflammatory properties. The blue light emitted by screens is not sunlight, but it is important to be cautious with its excess, as it can cause skin aging and ocular alterations. Additionally, it is essential to avoid tanning booths, as they pose more dangers than benefits. So, at this point, what are the dangers of sunbathing without proper protection? On one hand, we have the acute or immediate effects, which basically result in sunburn. The skin turns red, hot, and inflammation occurs subsequently, blisters form, and finally, peeling occurs, resulting in dehydration and unprotected skin. However, it is important to note that sun damage is not uniform for everyone, as it is determined by our genetics and skin type. This latter refers to the ability of our skin to accept and react to solar radiation and is classified into 6 types based on skin pigmentation, which is attributed to melanin produced by melanocytes. There are 2 types of melanin, brown, which is the most common and protective, and orange, present in red-haired individuals, which does not absorb this substance well and produces more oxygen-free radicals. This results in a lower capacity for pigmentation, and the more exposed to the sun the more damage they may experience. On the other hand, we have discussed the importance of genetics and melanin in relation to skin type, but it is also crucial to consider the environment. It is not the same to be in tropical latitudes as it is to live in countries with less sun exposure. For this reason, the UV index was introduced, which evaluates solar radiation on a scale from 1 to 11. From 3 onwards, exposure is considered moderately risky. In Spain, during the month of June, the UV index ranges from 8 to 10. Likewise, it is essential to exercise caution outdoors due to the reflection of ultraviolet rays on different surfaces, such as asphalt, sand, water, and snow. Finally, it is crucial to highlight the long-term effects of inadequate sun exposure. They mainly focus on skin aging and skin cancer. Approximately 75% of signs of skin aging are linked to solar radiation. Ultraviolet and infrared rays penetrate into cells and alter the genetic code, resulting in irreparable damage that accumulates over time. As for skin cancer, around 50% of people over 60 may develop some type of skin cancer, and 1 in 50 adults could face melanoma. Childhood melanoma is extremely rare, accounting for only 3% of overall pediatric cancers. Its diagnosis is complex, as it does not have the classic appearance of adult melanoma, and its treatment involves surgery and other procedures if necessary. Despite the risks associated with inadequate sun exposure, it is important to remember that not all damage manifests or repairs in the same way. Some damage is cumulative and, consequently, irreversible. Despite the dangers that inadequate sun exposure may entail, we must not forget that the sun also has numerous benefits. One of the most well-known is the production of vitamin D3, in addition to promoting a sense of well-being by increasing serotonin and activating the immune system. It also has anti-inflammatory properties. By knowing our skin type, the UV index, and applying photoprotection measures, we can enjoy the benefits of the sun without exposing ourselves to its dangers. To learn more about the benefits of the sun and how to protect yourself from its dangers, I invite you to watch the video linked in the description. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe.